The lobby floor was shining. But everyone was staring at one thing. A woman in a perfect white dress. Her nose in the air. Her face full of anger. Olivia shouted, "Who brought this smell into my building?" She turned. Her eyes stopped on one person. Grace. The cleaner. Her uniform was faded. Her shoes were old. Her hands still wet from mopping. Olivia covered her nose with her hand. "You!" she screamed. "You smell disgusting. Are you cleaning, or living in the trash?" People in the lobby went silent. Phones stopped ringing. Even the security guard looked down. Grace's hands shook. She held the mop tighter. "Ma'am. I am sorry," she whispered. "I came straight from the hospital. My—" "Stop talking." Olivia cut her. "I don't want excuses. You are making my staff and clients sick. Look at you. Look at your clothes. Do you even know what soap is?" Some people looked away. Some tried not to stare. But everyone heard every word. Grace's eyes filled with tears. Her cheeks burned. Olivia stepped closer. "If I smell this again, you are fired. Do you hear me?" Grace nodded slowly. She looked at the floor. The camera in the corner blinked red. Recording everything. The narrator speaks. But what Olivia didn't know was this. The smell she hated so much was the same smell that would save her life later. That morning, before the office drama, Grace was in a very different place. A small one-room house. A weak fan on the ceiling. Paint peeling off the walls. Her little daughter, Lily, lay on a thin mattress. Her forehead was hot. Her breathing was slow. "Amy, don't go to work today," Lily whispered. Her voice was tired. Grace put a wet cloth on her daughter's head. "My love, I have to," Grace said softly. "If I don't go, we can't buy your medicine. We can't pay rent." She opened a plastic bag. Inside were cheap tablets and a small bottle of syrup. The medicine had a sharp smell, mixed with hospital disinfectant. It stuck to Grace's clothes. She looked at the time. She was late. She kissed Lily's forehead. "I went to the free clinic for you. That is why I'm late. I promise I will come back fast," Grace said. Her eyes were wet, but she smiled. Lily held her mother's hand. "Please eat something, Amy." Grace shook her head. "You eat. I will eat later at work." That was a lie. There was no lunch for Grace. The bus was crowded. People pushed. Sweat and dust filled the air. As Grace got in, a woman near the door sniffed. "What is that smell?" the woman complained. "It's like hospital. Move away from me." Grace lowered her head. She moved to a corner. She hugged her small bag close. She thought, "I washed this uniform last night. I tried. I really tried." Her hands were shaking. Her heart was heavy. But she told herself, "It's okay. Only a few more stops. Then work. Then salary. Then medicine for Lily." The Carter Towers building rose like glass in the sun. Rich people walked in with laptops and coffee. Security guards stood straight in clean uniforms. Grace went through the side entrance. The staff entrance. She signed her name in a small register. Mia, the young receptionist, smiled at her. "Good morning, Grace." Grace smiled back, a little shy. "Good morning, Beta." Mia sniffed the air. Her eyebrows pulled together for a second. She smelled something strong, like disinfectant and medicine. But she didn't say anything. She knew Grace was kind. She knew Grace never came dirty. Then, Olivia stepped out of the elevator. High heels. Perfect hair. Expensive perfume. Olivia sniffed once. Then again. Her face changed. "What is that?" she shouted. Everyone looked up. Mia whispered, "Olivia, maybe we should." "Silence." Olivia snapped. Her eyes went straight to Grace. "We are back to the scene you saw in the opening. The shouting. The insult. The shame." Grace stood there like a statue. Her throat tight. Her eyes full. In the corner, Mia's hand moved slowly. She pressed the record button on her phone. Her heart beat fast. "This is wrong," she thought. "Someone needs to see this." Olivia finished yelling. "Now go clean the basement," Olivia ordered. "If you are going to stink, at least stink where no one can see you." People watched as Grace walked away. Her shoulders bent. Her head down. At the top floor, behind a glass door, a man watched the lobby on a small screen. Mr. Carter. The owner. He turned the volume up. He watched Olivia's face. He watched Grace's tears. His jaw clenched. The chapter ends with the narrator. Mr. Carter did not say a word that morning. But in his mind, a question had started. And that question would soon change everything. Grace walked into the basement. It was darker here. The air was heavy. She took a deep breath. It hurt. She opened the cleaning storeroom. Bleach. Detergent. Trash bags. The smell of chemicals hit her nose. It mixed with the hospital smell on her clothes. She felt dizzy for a second. She grabbed a shelf to keep her balance. Why is the smell so strong today? She wondered. She walked toward the corner where the trash containers stood. She stopped. There. Near the wall. A pipe. Leaking. A faint hiss in the air. She bent down. The smell was even worse here. Like gas and rotten air mixed together. Grace covered her nose with her dupatta. This is not normal, she whispered. She had worked as a cleaner in many places. She knew the smell of trash. She knew the smell of chemicals. This was different. This was dangerous. She went to the small basement office and picked up the phone. Olivia's voice came through, sharp and annoyed. What now? Ma'am, Grace said carefully. I think there is some gas or chemical leak in the basement. There is a strange smell near the pipe. Maybe we should call maintenance. Olivia laughed. Of course you smell something. You always smell something, she mocked. Just spray air freshener. I don't have time for your drama. But ma'am, it could be. Grace, Olivia cut her. Do your job. Clean. That's it. Leave thinking to people who are paid to think. The line went dead. Grace stared at the phone. Her fingers trembled. If something happens, will it be my fault? She thought. No one listens to poor people. No one believes us. She took a piece of paper and wrote a note. Strange gas smell in basement near old pipe. Please check. Grace, cleaner. She slipped it under the maintenance room door. It was locked. Then she picked up her mop again. She did what she always did. She worked. Upstairs, in the staff pantry, Mia and her friend Daniel were having tea. Mia placed her phone on the table. The recording was open. Olivia's voice came from the speaker. You smell disgusting. Do you even know what soap is? Daniel's face twisted. That's harsh, he said. Even for Olivia. Mia's eyes were wet. Grace came late today because of her daughter, Mia said. I saw her holding medicine in the morning. She told me Lily was sick. Daniel sighed. Mia, what can we do? Olivia is the admin head. She can fire us too. Mia scrolled through her emails. Her eyes stopped. A subject line. Report, strange smell in basement, from Grace. She opened it. In the email, Grace had also written about the gas smell. It was sent last week. Below it, Olivia's reply. Stop complaining and do your work or I will replace you. Mia felt anger in her chest. She reported a smell before, Mia whispered. And Olivia ignored it. Daniel leaned closer. So maybe that smell is not just her. Maybe there's really a problem downstairs. Mia looked at the recording again. She imagined Grace's face. This is not okay, she thought. If something happens, we will all be responsible. That evening, when the office was quiet, Mia wrote a new email. To Mr. Carter. Subject, important, about Grace and basement smell. She attached the voice recording of Olivia shouting. The earlier email about the gas smell. Photos of the basement pipe that Grace had taken once. Her hands shook as she typed. Sir, I am sorry to bother you. But I think you need to know how Grace is being treated. And also about a possible danger in the basement. She pressed send. Her heart beat fast. She looked at Daniel. I sent it, she said softly. Daniel swallowed. You really did. Mia nodded. If we stay silent, we're just like them. In his office at home, Mr. Carter opened the mail. He watched the video Mia had sent. He saw Olivia shouting. He saw Grace's tears. He played the audio again. His face grew dark. Then he read the gas smell report. He read Olivia's rude answer. He stood up. He walked to the window. Outside, the city lights shone. Cars moved. People rushed. Inside, one thought filled his mind. I trusted Olivia with this building, with these people. And she humiliated the one person who is trying to keep it safe. The chapter ends with the narrator. The next morning, Olivia thought it would be just another busy day at Carter Towers. She had no idea that both the smell and the truth were about to explode in her face. The next day was important. A big foreign client was coming. Everyone was nervous. Olivia walked around the lobby like a queen. "Flowers here," she ordered. "Coffee ready. No mistakes. And keep that cleaner out of sight. I don't want her smell near my clients." Grace stood near the elevator with her mop. She heard everything. Her heart sank. Her fingers curled around the handle. But she said nothing. "If you were in her place," the narrator asks, "would you stay quiet? Or would you speak up?" The big clients arrived. Suits, files, laptops. Olivia turned on her biggest smile. "Welcome to Carter Towers," she said. "We run a very clean and professional place." They entered the lift. The doors closed. Grace went down to the basement again. She wanted to check the pipe one more time. The smell was stronger now. She coughed. Suddenly, there was a loud sound. A small boom. Then the lights flickered. Upstairs, the lobby lights blinked and then went off. The building's alarm started beeping. "Is this a drill?" a client asked. Olivia's smile broke. "And no, it's probably nothing," she said. Her voice shook. In the basement, Grace saw a spark near the pipe. The gas smell was angry now. She remembered something from her old job in a factory. Gas plus spark equals fire. Her heart pounded. She ran to the main power switch and pulled it down. The basement went dark. Only the red emergency lights came on. A small fire had started near the pipe. But without full power, it grew slower. Grace grabbed the fire extinguisher. Her hands shook. Her legs were weak. "But I have to try," she told herself. "For Lily. For everyone upstairs." She sprayed the foam over the flames. Her throat burned from the smoke. Tears rolled down her face. Upstairs, people were panicking. "The lifts have stopped," someone shouted. "The lights." The clients backed away. Phones flashed as people used their torches. Mia guessed what was happening. "It's the basement," she whispered. "The gas smell." Olivia stood frozen. Her face was pale. "What do we do?" she said. Her voice was small now. The power woman suddenly looked weak. The fire alarm grew louder. The emergency exit lights turned on. Then, the glass doors opened. Mr. Carter walked in. He was calm. His eyes were sharp. "Everyone, please move to the parking area," he said loudly. "Stay calm. Follow the emergency signs." People felt safer hearing his voice. They moved. Mia ran to him. "Sir, Grace is in the basement," she cried. She was worried about the gas leak. Mr. Carter's face changed. "Call the fire brigade," he ordered security. Now. Smoke came up from the basement stairs. And then, a figure. Grace. Her uniform was dirty. Her face was black in patches. She was coughing. But she was walking. In one hand was the empty fire extinguisher. In the other, the same small bag she always carried. She reached the lobby and almost fell. Mia ran to hold her. "Grace." Mia shouted. "Are you okay?" Grace nodded slowly. "I turned off the main power," she whispered. "I tried to stop the fire. Please, check the pipe. It's leaking gas." Mr. Carter listened. He put a hand on her shoulder. "You did well," he said softly. "Because of you, this building is still standing." Olivia watched. Her mouth was open. The fire brigade arrived and went straight to the basement. After some time, an officer came up. "Good thing someone pulled the main switch and started putting out the fire," he said. "Otherwise this whole building could have gone up." He looked at Grace. "Whoever did that, saved many lives today." Olivia's face went red, then white, then red again. When everyone was safe in the parking area, Mr. Carter called Olivia, Grace, Mia, and the main staff to stand together. The clients also stood nearby, watching. Mr. Carter took out his phone. He connected it to a small speaker. Olivia frowned. "Sir, what are you doing? We still have clients." He pressed play. Everyone heard her voice. "You smell disgusting. Do you even know what soap is?" The whole parking area went quiet. Olivia's eyes widened. "Sir, I can explain." Then they heard Grace's soft voice on the phone. Her trying to talk. Her trying to say, "hospital." Her trying to warn about the smell. Then Olivia again. "Stop complaining and do your work or I will replace you." Mr. Carter stopped the audio. He looked at Olivia. His voice was calm, but cold. "Olivia," he said, "you called my cleaner disgusting. You ignored her safety report. And today, the gas leak she warned you about almost burned down this building." He turned to the clients. This woman, he pointed at Grace, whom she insulted, is the reason you all are safe right now. Grace's eyes filled with tears again, but this time, they were different tears. Tears of relief. Tears of being seen. Mr. Carter faced Olivia again. You are suspended, effective immediately, he said. Security will take your access card. We will discuss your final exit after a full investigation. Olivia's legs shook. Sir, please, she whispered. I didn't know. He cut her off. You didn't know because you never listened, he said. You smelled poor perfume and cheap clothes, but you never smelled danger. Olivia looked at Grace. Her voice broke. I'm sorry, she said. Her eyes were wet for the first time. Her lips trembled. Grace looked at her quietly. She thought about Lily. About the bus. About all the days she was treated like dirt. Then she said, in a soft but strong voice, I forgive you, ma'am. But I will never forget. Mr. Carter turned to Grace. I watched the cameras. I read your emails, he said. You tried to protect this place. You work hard. You look after your daughter alone. From today, you are no longer just the cleaner. Everyone stared. I am promoting you to safety supervisor for the building, he said. You will be trained. Your salary will be higher. And there will be a scholarship for your daughter, Lily, in our company school. Grace's hand went to her mouth. She started crying openly now. Sir, how can I thank you? She whispered. You already did, he smiled. You thanked us by saving our lives. Mia hugged Grace. You deserve this, Mia said. I'm so happy for you. Olivia watched all this happen. The woman she had called disgusting, now respected by everyone. The woman she had pushed into the basement, now standing in the light. Karma was right in front of her. Clear, sharp, unforgettable. The narrator speaks to the viewer. Have you ever seen someone humiliate a poor worker for something small? For a smell, for clothes, for an accent? Next time, remember this story. The person you look down on today might be the person who saves you tomorrow. Never judge someone by their smell, clothes, or job. Respect the people who clean your floor, because sometimes they are the ones quietly saving your life.